All right. You gotta face Dallas. Let's get. Round 3. I don't think we faced him yet. Nope. We're still playing at home. Bradley Bill, Najee Marshall, Anthony Davis. Second. Let's get it.
Oh, say does that.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of It's still early in the season, Grant, but most coaches have their rotations worked out by now.
They really do, but if they don't, they better figure it out soon. You don't want to be tinkering with your lineups any later than this.
So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. They've got Josh Giddey. Derek Lively is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Bradley Beal, and it's Marshall in at the 3 slot. And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it. Pass to Jeffries. Shot from the low block. And down it goes. 2 points.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick, and the point of emphasis in the game plan against Anthony Davis was to simply be more physical inside. Coach said we have to force him outside the paint and make him shoot those mid to long range shots. Sounds like they're willing to give up the outside shot to keep Davis from dominating the paint.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Doris, one place you see this Dallas team show up is in the hustle stats.
B.A., this version of the Dallas Mavericks is as tough and as gritty and as willing to compete as any I've seen.
Davis, the pass to Beal. Shot clock at 5. Over Milton. And he can't bank that one in.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
To the inside, Adams. And it's
Let's go.
by Adams.
Let's go.
Boy, Steven Adams just plays with tremendous energy and aggression.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Nope.
And it's good. 2 points.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
Now here's Edwards. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
Pass to Lively. Beal against Milton. Beal outside. Pulls up at the elbow, and they pick up 2.
Well, the mid-range, always a solid option
Right
for Bradley
there.
Beal, and sometimes that's what the defense concedes.
Milton passes to Vanderbilt. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Are you kidding? 5 for 5, and they just got started.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. And this matchup with Los Angeles, their first meeting of the season.
Last year, this team got the better of them in the season series, so they're looking to correct that.
All right, let's take a quick pause and look at the best shooting teams from last season. The Lakers, number 1. In third, the Mavericks.
And the way both of these squads shot the ball last season was tremendous. Trusting in one another, following their offensive game plan, and executing with confidence.
Giddey against Edwards. And it's blocked by Edwards. Here's Adams. And the layup is good off the glass. Adams has gotten his second bucket of the game.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Here's Giddey. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Los Angeles leading by 10. Here's Jeffries. Drives to the hoop. And the powerful one-handed slam.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Oh, Adams with the block.
Well, so good at anticipating when shots are going to go up. Steven Adams
That's your fourth.
terrific
About 14.
protecting the basket.
Keep it
Look at
up.
how
Keep
the
it up. Keep it
hustle
up.
game has been going for the Lakers.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay
Open.
connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Getting out to a nice lead, great flow, and great execution.
There's a screen. Back to Giddey. And stolen by Edwards. And here's the fast break. Here's Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now here's Giddey. Pass to Beal. Lively with a screen on Milton. Beal, the pass to Lively. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Terrific handle right there by Beal. Comes off the pick with his head up, looking for his teammates.
Now here's Adams. Here's Jeffries. And there's another one.
159. Let's go.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Mavericks trail by 16. Beal outside. Pass to Davis. Screen by Lively. Knocked loose. Clock at 6. Vanderbilt against Davis. Good D by Vanderbilt. Here's Milton. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And it's blocked by Edwards. And it's Vanderbilt off the drive. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Beal against Vanderbilt. Beal surveying the D. Again, the miss by Dallas.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right,
Go in the
he
first quarter.
stays
Go
connected.
get the quarter.
Timing on the
What's up?
contest.
Steven Adams getting it done for Los Angeles. 8 points in the quarter. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard. But plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Well, I'm really loving their activity. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Jeremiah Robinson-Earl is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Hardy. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Christie in at the three. Now here's Giddey. Pass to Hardy. Here's Gafford. Over Adams. And it's Gafford missing.
Defensive positioning so important, and he could not have played him better there.
And it's slammed in by Adams.
Steven Adams is a formidable presence on the interior. Nice finish.
And Giddey has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. And that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. Driving inside. Adams grabs the miss. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. And
Vanderbilt slams it in. Dallas, first look at timeout.
Right now.
That's what we needed.
Keeps getting bigger
Come on.
and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done
Not down
on
this lead.
offense.
Not that easy.
Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Timeout on the floor. Mavericks. You're looking at the best in free throw shooting last year in the NBA. Number 1, Bronny James. Third is Luka Doncic.
From the free throw line, those two were almost automatic
Where's that
last year.
number 3?
What great assets they are late in the game.
Edwards against Giddey. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel. We have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the score by Los Angeles.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And Vanderbilt slams it in.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Giddey. And that one's good.
And sometimes defenders just forget how tall Giddey is. I mean, the 6'8" guard is solid finishing inside.
The kick out to Milton. Drops in the 3. Milton's got 8 points in the quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
From 13, tipped. Gafford against Edwards. Got it. Good job in the low post. Edwards got 7.
As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Here's Hardy. He's scoreless.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. To the right side. Christie passes to Hardy. Looking to end the run. Again, the miss by Dallas.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt him.
Oh, wow. That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Christie passes to Giddey. And it's blocked by Edwards. And he's able to get it back. Robinson-Earl, no good. Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams.
Let's go.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Now here's Giddey. And he's back in business as the jumper finally drops for him. Giddey's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Josh Giddey taking the in-between game because that's what the defense conceded.
Now here's Edwards. The D's right on him. Good on the shot. He's got 9.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Pass to Hardy. And here's Giddey. Here's Christie. Here's Hardy. He chipped in with 13 points in his last game. Gets the 3 to fall. Hardy's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Lakers. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Jeffries. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Hardy. And he lobs it up. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Jeffries.
Oh, he did it!
Punch it home.
Nice. And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Giddey with it. Will it go? No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Los Angeles making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. More 2K action in just a moment.
Welcome, everybody. A fun-filled evening underway, and before we talk about the first half of this game, let's see those power rankings.
When I look at Dallas, they've stumbled a bit, no doubt about it. But no need to panic yet. They're figuring out what's working.
Disappointing stretch for them, but still plenty of time to right the ship. Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Los Angeles Lakers.
You hear that?
Yeah.
That's the sound of the offense. They were absolutely humming.
Kenny, don't ever do that again. Any kind of humming, singing, or harmonizing. You leave that to the real artists, okay? What'd I just say?
Thanks for tuning in.
Big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Man, you got to like what Shake Milton has done in this game.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Edwards out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Steven Adams. And it's Jeffries in at small forward. That's the Laker 5.
That's outstanding footwork by Josh Giddey. Finishing the painted area. I can do that too.
Los Angeles shooting their second and third shots at the line here. The first one falls.
At the line for the Lakers.
And both free throws good for Edwards. Dallas shooting poorly, just 29% from the floor in this game. Pass to Beal. Lively with a screen on Milton. Three-pointer, Beal. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
That's how you stay connected to a shooter. Was right in his jersey.
A nice shot by Milton.
Yeah, Steven Adams' instinct is to pass it first, and what instincts he has. Wow, pretty play.
Beal outside. Pass to Davis. The three is up. Rebound, the Lakers. Edwards has got 4 rebounds now. Stolen by Davis. Beal from outside. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Now here's Beal. He's got 5. Takes one from 10 feet. And too long on the shot.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
A nice shot by Jeffries.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Marshall. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Adams against Beal.
Oh, hey! How about that? And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Here's Beal, following the score by Los Angeles. They grab their own miss. To stop the drought, the Lakers with a rebound. Adams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
Boy, what a...
Oh, okay, then. Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third-period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Here's Marshall. No made baskets yet. On the wing, Davis. Guarded by Vanderbilt. 5 on the clock. Here's Beal. That doesn't go either for Beal.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. Hardy, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Both shots good from the stripe. Doris, coaching is a difficult job. You think they're judged unfairly?
I do, PA. I think they go into any circumstance, and it's largely contingent on what is the strength of the organization. What's your ownership like? What is their commitment level to winning? What is your front office and the decision-making process like? But we all know this. Like, the coaches ultimately are the ones who are judged by wins and losses. They know that going in. Boy, if this becomes a consistent part of Josh Giddey's game, look out, because that three-point shot's going to make him so dangerous.
Edwards for 3. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
And Davis has got the ball here for the Mavericks. 1:42 left in the third quarter. Edwards against Giddey. Shot from 12. The Lakers with a rebound.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was...
Oh, wow! Incredible! As of this moment, they look absolutely unstoppable.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Davis against Vanderbilt. Beal outside. Tries to break his ice. No good off the back of the rim.
A donut for him this quarter. They could really use his points to improve their situation.
A nice shot by Milton.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Now here's Beal. Tightly guarded. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Beal's got 7.
This has been an awful quarter for him. Just 1 for 8.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Hardy, the pass to Lively. Inside. Here's Giddey over Edwards. And it's Giddey missing. Los Angeles has got 6 of 7 threes to fall. They're looking solid out there. Yep, that one goes. Jeffries has got 6 points in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way. Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. And they're up and let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. They've got Daniel Gafford. Hardy is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. And it's Christie in at the 3, small forward.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
This shot by Hardy, no good. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
Giddey against Edwards. Here's Hardy. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Steven Adams.
Man, good whistle there.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Los Angeles.
Well, even halftime, they couldn't slow them down. They've been hitting from the mid-range, though, all game long.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
To the paint. Here's Giddey. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Great to see Josh Giddey attacking like this. You've got to keep your foot on the gas pedal when you are shooting lights out.
Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Here's Hardy, guarded by Edwards. Gafford passes to Giddey. Takes one from 10 feet. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Jeffries. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. From deep, Giddey nails it from 3.
Boy, Giddey, if he becomes a knockdown three-point shooter, you will not be able to guard this guy.
Edwards for 3. Oh, he's been lethal. Connecting again, making him 9 for 9.
Challenging this D with the 3 ball. That's his second from distance this half, and he also hit one in the first half, too.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. There's a screen by Robinson-Earl. Here's Beal. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And you look at the development of AI, how might it affect the league going forward, Doris?
I think there's so much to be learned, Brian, about that exact thing, whether we are talking about the league or whether we're talking about society to a greater extent. As it relates to the league, how will teams employ it for scouting? Does it impact shot selection or player contracts? Maybe even the negotiation of the next CBA. Truth is, we really don't know. What we do know, it's coming fast.
Milton against Beal. Pass to Marshall. The three. Adams grabs the miss. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 9 from three-point range so far. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Lively passes to Marshall. Beal outside. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got 8 rebounds in the game. Edwards, a pass to Adams. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, Steven Adams is not the top of the list in terms of your scouting report, but you better be prepared because this guy can get rolling.
2 minutes remain in this ball.
Giddey against Edwards.
2 minutes.
Outside Giddey. And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
Oh, and Adams, strong finish.
He was gripping the rock on the weight of the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. Beal outside. Outside Davis. And finished off by Davis.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Lakers.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
From deep, Giddey. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot. Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Pass to Davis.
Los Angeles foul. Daquan Jeffries. That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul.
On defense, the Lakers. Here's Marshall. Takes the 3. That one doesn't drop.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Oh, showing off his moves. Giddey can be pretty sly with the ball.
They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
And Edwards slams it in.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Up top, Giddey. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And time now to present our player of the game.
All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
And now the Lakers starting group. They've got Shake Milton, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Adams. Then there's Edwards. And it's Jeffries in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Vincent. Pass to Sharp. Takes it inside. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Look how Sharp bounces off the drive, going to the rim full speed.
Oh, here's Edwards. It's good.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Vincent, the pass to Anunoby. Back to Vincent. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Lets it fly from 18. And that one drops.
And you can see that backcourt just setting the tone for the entire team.
Sharp, the pass to Vincent. Sharp with a screen on Edwards. Vincent misses.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there. You gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Here's Sabonis. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Sabonis sets the pick for Sharp. Over Milton. That's short off the rim. Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. We know, Grant, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA. And Shaedon Sharp took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again. I mean, he was on the Kentucky campus as a player, but never participated in a collegiate game. And then all of a sudden finding himself at the top end of the NBA draft without ever playing a college game.
Edwards inside, defended by Vincent. And there's Edwards on the assist by Adams.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Sharp on the wing, defended by Milton. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Here's Vanderbilt. Banked in off the glass.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead,
timeout.
Trying to put the other team away and threatening here.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Trent's checked in for Anunoby. Here's Vincent. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. No problem knocking that one down.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
The Kings trail by 10. Vincent the pass to Trent. And Sharp has it in the corner. To end the run, it's hauled in by Adams.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Here's Trent following the bucket by the Lakers. 5 on the clock. Rebound the Lakers. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders, the way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
1:52 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Sharp. Milton grabs the board.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
And with a few games in the books, Greg, what's the key for coaches during this part of the season?
And Kevin, if I were a head coach, I'd be trying to nail down my best 5. NBA games are mostly decided in that final 3 or 4 minutes. So I want to know who I can trust when it matters most.
Jones checked in for Sacramento.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. Fourth, the Kings.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Sabonis comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Carter in for Gabe Vincent. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Sharp against Edwards. Adams' shot is good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And 1:01 left here in the first quarter. Carter against Edwards. Trent outside. Trying to end the drought. Rebound the Lakers. Adams, the pass to Milton. And the shot goes in. Milton's got 6.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
It's Carter, high post. Edwards there. Carter kicks to Trent. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Edwards. Los Angeles leading by 20. Here's Vanderbilt. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. He's got 6.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Pass to Carter. There's the 3. No good that time. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Lakers ahead, running away with it. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job scoring in transition.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Edwards. Steven Adams is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Jeffries in at the 3. Here's Adams. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Sabonis, the pass to Milton. Back to Sabonis. Carter with a screen on Adams. Carter outside. 6 to shoot. Sabonis sets the pick for Carter. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Los Angeles leading by 23. Vanderbilt the pass to Adams. Milton finds Adams. Vanderbilt against Ross, and it's in there. Vanderbilt's got 8 points.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
Now, here's Melton. Scoreless thus far. Sabonis with the ball. Adams on him. And it's Carter missing. Here's Milton. And that one is hammered home.
well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Timeout called by the Kings.
You all know what time it is.
OG Anunoby's checked in for Sacramento. Sharp comes in for Milton. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Sabonis kicks to Anunoby. And here's Trent. 9 points last game. 6 on the shot clock. Knocks down the 3 ball. Trent's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And we know how much Trent Jr. loves to shoot it from deep.
And here's Edwards from the arc. It's good from long range.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Commissioner Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our arenas. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
David, you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game, it's beautiful.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Now here is Carter. Sharp, the pass to Anunoby. Back to Sharp. Count it.
Going to work inside. Sharp using that touch and nimbleness to get it done.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. And Edwards with the stuff.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Yeah, just really pouring it on right now, trying to take away the opposition's motivation to keep competing in this one.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Pass to Anunoby. Trent outside. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. And even 3-on-3 break. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Now here's Trent. Pass to Sharp. Sabonis' screen on Milton. Sharp. And the 3 off target.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Some changes for Sacramento. Jones comes in for Gary Trent. And Vincent subbed in for Carter. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Now, here's Sabonis. No scoring in this one.
Well, he can be intimidating. Steven Adams, such a big frame down there, and great timing on that block.
1:14 left in the first half of the game. The 15-footer. That one goes in. Adams has got 10 points.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Vincent, the pass to Sharp. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Jones with the screen on Edwards. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And he banks in the layup. And that's 13 points for Champ.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Vincent. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Milton. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 14.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Now Sharp. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Three-pointer. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Milton. Gets it off. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers sitting at a lead of 40 points at the end of the quarter. Terrific play. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly.
Hello, everybody. We're here to break it all down, and through the first half of play, it's a very commanding lead for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Well, it's been a stampede in transition. They'll run it right down your throat if you let them.
I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while. I'm going to give you a compliment, just like you, Jet, in the blink of an eye.
All right, let's switch it over. See what the fans are posting on social media. A question here from Miss 3 Purdy. Would you guys like to see the addition of a 5-point line?
No, I get why people ask, but it would just be a distraction, you know, and wasted shots.
I think we should increase points for dunks. Those should also be three-pointers. Imagine what my scoring would be right now.
Oh, what a surprise that you would want that kind of a rule change, but not going to happen. And that is...
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. The Kings shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. And Brent, you hear some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot clock.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis?
Derek Jones is out there with Anunoby. Then it's Sharp. Then it's Sabonis. And it's Vincent in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Here is Jeffries. Plays it up and banks it in. Jeffries got 8.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Beyond the arc. Cans it from downtown. He's got 8.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
Edwards kicks to Jeffries. Shoots the 3. Milton's shot is good.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Sabonis, high post. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one.
The third quarter has not started well. Just 1 of 4.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Now, here's Sabonis. Still without a basket. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And that distribution from Sabonis just keeps growing. Found the open man that time.
Brent, Domantas Sabonis is truly a player you can run an offense through.
Yeah, he's a guy that you can basically put anywhere on the floor, and all of a sudden good things are going to happen, whether he's playing out of the post and dealing with double teams, or he's at the top of the key, able to read the defense, using his vision and his ability as a big to drive the basketball. Domantas, one of the better playmaking 5s that we have in the NBA.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And Sacramento has possession after the basket by the Lakers. Vincent misses. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 14-6 run. Milton. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one. First one falls for him.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Shake Milton.
All free throws good for Milton. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Sharp. Jones sets the pick for Sharp. No good on the triple. LA has gone a very strong 4 for 5 from 3-point land in the ball game. It's good.
And what a fantastic start here to the second half. They have yet to miss.
Sacramento's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from 3-point land in the second half. Vincent's shot is good.
That's one of the best 3-point shooters. You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 21 points for Champ.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Vincent. 14 points for him. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Drives to the hoop. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
And how about Sabonis getting up there and rising up to slam down?
And Milton's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Adams. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now, here's Anunoby. Hasn't made one yet. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Jones against Vanderbilt. Sabonis sets the pick for Sharp. Kicks it out to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. Off target from outside. Los Angeles has gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Bucket is good.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Anunoby. Sharp with it. Here's Vincent. Buries it from 3-point range. Vincent's got 12 now in this quarter.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And the 3 ball is good.
unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Pass to Vanderbilt. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
Benson with it. Edwards defending. Tries it from the top of the key. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And Edwards slams it in.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Sharp with it. Can they get it? Jump shot is good. Sharp's got 6 points.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
And so it's Los Angeles, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Steven Adams. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Shake Milton. And it's Jeffries in at the 3 spot. Good on the shot.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Clearly a foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
The mid-range game has been there for them all game long, and that old-school approach still getting it done in this one.
Well, we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
Jeffries, good.
And certainly, they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Carter on the wing. Edwards defending. Anunoby passes to Trent. Here's the screen. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Jeffries, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
And you think about rookies coming into the NBA, it seems, Brent, that veterans are a little bit easier on the rookies now than they were in the past.
I think we romanticize, Kevin, a lot of those stories that we heard from the old days about veteran players giving it to the younger players. And certainly that's going to happen, especially at the beginning of the season. But these guys have known each other for a long time, and these friendships and bonds have started from years ago. So a little bit less and less. It's still fun to poke at the rookies just a little bit.
Edwards kicks to Vanderbilt. Milton against Carter. And again, it's the Lakers.
Milton.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Carter against Edwards. Edwards with the block. Here's Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
Pass to Trent. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, if you're not outside, you got to be inside. Nice touch by Gary Trent Jr.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Carter, the pass to Anunoby. It's stolen by Edwards. Pass to Milton. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing.
They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
Count it, good.
Smooth shooting from the mid-range. Give Sharp space from there, and he'll torch you.
Edwards passes to Milton. A trend in the NBA, and one, Brent, that I like, new downtown arenas. They seem to be everywhere.
Well, Kevin, it's because you love to eat so much, and the restaurants are nearby, so walking distance. But yeah, it invigorates the city.
Are you subscribed?
You have people clamoring to get to the arena, to get out of the offices early, and it really brings the community together. So you love to see that kind of energy and buzz around any NBA stadium.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Up top, Sharp, defended by Milton.
Just don't come to this channel.
With the dunk.
Really explosive as Sharp gets up in a hurry.
Los Angeles has gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. Edwards drives in. And Edwards with the stuff.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Carter outside. It's stolen by Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Champ.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
And Adams sends it back. Edwards inside, defended by Sharp, and Edwards slams it in.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Edwards, that's good.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight. Getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
Sharp. And Adams sends it back. And Adams with the slam.
This not part of the game plan. Steven Adams finding a way to offensively be impactful down low.
Pass to Carter. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, Let's take a look at our player of the game, Champ.
And an opportunity for these guys to get loose, find the range. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning. On paper, Clark, this is a mismatch, but the game is played on the floor.
I see where you're going with that, BA, but I look at the talent disparity between these teams. It's wide and deep. It's a chasm. I see no opportunity for any kind of surprise here.
Now let's take a look at the Bucks opening lineup. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Kevin Durant. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the center position, locking down the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo, following the score by Los Angeles. Outside Durant. And Lillard puts up a deep three. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
Lillard is lethal as a shooter, even from way downtown.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. We discussed the challenges a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo presents for his defense, and Coach responded saying he's a handful for sure. I told our guys to make sure we seal up any lanes to the basket and just try to make him beat us with his jumper. It won't be easy, but Coach feels like they'll be able to make it a little more difficult for Giannis. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Outside Milton. Releases. And there's another one for the Lakers.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Milwaukee. 4-point game. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
And they were aggressive. I mean, they went at their opponent, showing they belong.
As a player, think about it. How often did you look at what the odds maker said? All you did, and I did, and other guys did, was get between the lines and focus on playing the game, and that's what they did. They just went out there and got it done.
The Lakers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. Los Angeles shooting their first foul shot of the night.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Now here's Lillard. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Durant against Vanderbilt. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Vanderbilt. Edwards got 10.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Milwaukee calls timeout. Clark, one thing to know when you play the Bucks, they don't give up many offensive rebounds.
Yeah, that's exactly right, B.A. Against Milwaukee, your first shot in each possession is probably and likely going to be your last shot. Some teams don't even try for second chance opportunities against the Bucks. They're such a strong defensive rebounding team.
And a moment now to take a look at a terrific player who has earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
Now, you really can't be mad at this pick. Just look at the point totals he's been posting lately. No question this guy has been giving a superstar effort and has earned this.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Lillard can't get it to go. The Lakers have gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. Adams finds Vanderbilt. Outside Milton. He buries it from 3.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Who poked away. Stolen by Vanderbilt.
Indeed.
Now Adams. His last outing, he had 18 points. And there's the lob.
The fuck was that?
Edwards against Durant to the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Who is stolen by Lillard.
Oh, fuck you, Lillard.
Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Lillard.
No way.
And the Bucks miss again.
This is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Let's go.
Edwards slams it in.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Richards is checked in for DiVincenzo. Here are the NBA's premier passing teams, the league leaders in assists. Number 1, Los Angeles. In the 3rd spot, Milwaukee.
These two squads move the ball with ease. They play an attractive brand of basketball.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played.
Why are you fouling right there?
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And the Bucks with the possession here. They trail by 14. Kuzma finds Antetokounmpo. For 3, Durant.
And the defense is making a good effort tonight along the perimeter.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, limiting their accuracy, three-pointer is such a big part of the game today, but it's really about balance.
Good ball right there. 13-3.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. No points yet.
Nothing work for her.
Richards with a screen to the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Jumps up. Boom. He jams it straight down.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Good looks by our terrific camera crew. Now here's Antetokounmpo. providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Kuzma, the pass to Richards. The kick to Durant. Shot clock at 6. Antetokounmpo for 3.
No way.
It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They're really clicking as a unit. Tonight, looking for their 11th straight wins.
Just playing really solid basketball
Let's
right
go.
now. They're trusting each other more
Let's
out
go.
there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference. And establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Now here's Durant. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And the Bucks miss again.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Let's go. Next on 3. Let's go.
It in.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Kuzma. That misses. And so it's Los Angeles. A huge 24-point lead for them. And they've done well in limiting Durant's production. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight, turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
So on the floor for Milwaukee, Damian Lillard out there with Jackson.
Big
And
there's
Richards.
36.
Then it's Josh Okogie. And it's De Silva in at the power forward position. Pass to Okogie. There's a screen. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 3 from outside here in this one. And the basket by Edwards.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Milwaukee. Jackson outside. Richards with a screen. Jacks up a 3. Here's De Silva. That shot, no good. Good D by Vanderbilt. Here's Edwards.
Let's go. Let's go.
And he dunks it down.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Well, Clark, every player should know their leash with the officials.
Very much so, but I think most players should keep their mouths shut. There's too much yakking at officials, in my mind. It takes away from the beauty of the game. It's an eyesore, and I wish more players would just play and keep their mouths shut, especially when it comes to talking to the official.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Okogie. Down low. And Edwards slams it in.
That's going to be a turnover.
Wow.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Milwaukee's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Timeout called. Milwaukee. Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Well, when it comes to shooting from beyond the arc, these are the league leaders. Second is Shake Milton.
Well, the shooting percentage he's cultivated from deep range is so impressive. His three-point shot is about as good as you can hope for.
To the paint. Ball stolen.
Still.
Going all the way to the rack. Finished off the break. Milton's got 7.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Pass to Lillard. Lets the three fly. Connects from downtown.
9
points in the game.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his third for the game. His second in this quarter.
Well, Clark, Lillard scoring isn't what it once was, but he's still a major threat from outside.
He sure is. I tell you what, he's got such great range and such command of the ball and his body. He can get the shot he wants more times than not. And he's actually gotten better, I think, when he's working off the ball. You still have to be very much aware of where Damian Lillard is when he's on the court.
And Edwards, here we go, uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got 11 here in the quarter alone.
And just totally relentless,
only
increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Milton for three. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Pick works well there. But the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Durant, the pass to Richards.
The
layup misses. The Lakers have gotten all 8 shots to go. A perfect second quarter so far. Slams it in.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Antetokounmpo inside, guarded by Vanderbilt, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Let's go.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he?
The refs are much more lenient with that kind of situation than they used to be.
Vanderbilt against Antetokounmpo. To get back on track. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
Once Giannis gets that close to the rim, you know that he'll do everything he can to make the finish happen.
Outside Vanderbilt. Pass to Jeffries. The three. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Antetokounmpo, left side. Lillard outside. Screen by Antetokounmpo. 5 to shoot. No good on the 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Edwards. Uses the glass on the layup. Edwards has got 35 in the game.
His play is a big reason why they're ahead. He hasn't missed a shot all night.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Now here's Durant. 17 points in his last outing. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. Edwards, a pass to Adams. Here's Vanderbilt. Antetokounmpo covering. 4-3. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
Give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
For 3, here's Lillard. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Kevin, we saw some moments of frustration for you early. What are you seeing out there?
Well, I missed a lot of shots. I'm just trying to be aggressive. I'm missing wide open threes and some shots I normally hit, so I just got to continue to keep being aggressive. My teammates looking for me. We got to do a better job on the defensive end.
Well, sometimes defense can lead to offense, so best of luck moving forward. Guys?
Thanks very much, Allie. And, folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
This is where you pile up wins and move up in the standings. But these can be trap games as well.
And that goes to your leadership, man. Good leaders keep you from playing down to your opponent.
Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Bucks.
A lot of bricks out there. Reminds me of my free throw shooting. Enough to build a house. Come on, man. Take it to the paint. Man up.
Man up is correct. These teams often get addicted, Shaq, to the three. Time for some intervention here. What's your plan B, please?
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our...
Let's go.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway.
Fuck in. For three.
And so it's Lillard who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. We've got Edwards, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Steven Adams. Then there's Shake Milton, and it's Jeffries in at the three. That's the Laker 5. Lillard passes to DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Here's Durant. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. When you look at the career of Kevin Durant, he's had an amazing list of teammates.
Yeah, that's true, B.A. And it started with Westbrook and Harden. Then he had Steph, Clay, and Dre, Kyrie, and then Booker and Beal. That is quite the list.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow.
15-13, right back.
Good perspective, Allie. Thanks.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Antetokounmpo against Adams. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Jared Vanderbilt. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Pass to Durant.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
And they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Antetokounmpo. Kuzma outside. Pass to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Let's go. 13. Let's go.
He's their leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in this second half. On the wing, Durant. Over Vanderbilt. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Durant's got his second basket.
That mid-range shot, a go-to one for KD.
DiVincenzo against Edwards. And
Let's go.
again, it's
19. Let's go.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean,
no
reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Outside Durant. Lillard fires away from way outside. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
When it's game time, and he is hard to stop.
Edwards for three. Drains the
Let's go.
Edwards has got 46.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc.
No
and Milton pulls it down. The Lakers have gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half. And stolen by Antetokounmpo.
Why would you throw that?
DiVincenzo against Milton. Outside, DiVincenzo. Beyond the arc.
That's all.
Lillard can't get that one to fall.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Edwards, a pass to Adams.
Let's
It's
go.
good. Adams has got 5 points.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Antetokounmpo against Adams. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Durant. Shoots.
That's all.
And another miss by Milwaukee.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold.
Let's go. And one.
A steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
Richards is checked in for the Bucks. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
You know, this is an example of why conditioning can be so important. I mean, it can be critical. They continue to sprint the floor, and there's no let up in sight.
Well, another thing they've been doing right in this one is making the most of turnovers. Lots of points for them tonight off of them.
Clock at 6. Back to Lillard. And another miss by Milwaukee. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 19-7 run. Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
A nice shot by Milton.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher, and his coach knows that too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Milton against Durant.
That's all.
Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
Let's go. Let's go.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will keep it.
Substitution on the court.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the third.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
It's Edwards. Hits yet again.
Good one.
Yeah, another huge night for him. One of the many over his incredible career.
And he's nearing the 5th most 50-point games in NBA history.
And the top 5 is Baylor, Harden, Kobe, MJ, and that guy at the top, Chamberlain. And that is NBA royalty.
Drills it from deep.
It is a welcome sign for sure. When Okogie connects from deep, it really expands his offensive game.
And here's Edwards outside. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like
One team gets 3,
boom.
And so it's Los Angeles making this game a no contest. And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court right now for the Bucks, we've got Jackson, Nick Richards out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Dante DiVincenzo. Silva in at the 3.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
DiVincenzo finds Jackson. And stolen by Vanderbilt. He's all alone. And Vanderbilt
Let's go.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Scoring this much while shooting this well.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. And the ball out of play. Lakers will have it. For Los Angeles, they've gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. And Clark is seeing greater parity league-wide, but there's still those teams wandering the wilderness.
Yeah, and some of that is due to teams failing to draft well. You've got to be a little lucky, but you also have to be good in your draft selections. It's not enough to have a high pick. It's really what you do with whatever picks you have and getting it right.
Right side, DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo inside. It's blocked. Milton for three. The long distance three is carried. Milton's got 19 points. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Jackson outside. Here's De Silva for three. DiVincenzo counted from distance.
Right there.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
How did I miss that?
The Bucks have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. From outside the arc. And it's blocked by Edwards. Fires from deep. Another bucket. Wow.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Pass to De Silva. And here is Antetokounmpo. Guarded by Vanderbilt. Takes one from 10 feet. And it's Antetokounmpo with a miss. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 14-3 run. Now Adams. So, Clark, you think the winner of the NBA Cup should be guaranteed an automatic playoff bid?
Man, that's interesting. I think it could make for a more competitive tournament. So if that would be the outcome, then I would be all for it. But what happens if the tournament winner is the #1 seed at the end of the season? I think you'd have to find alternative incentives to NBA.
Pass to De Silva. Takes a three.
Got it.
And they'll get another chance. Here's DiVincenzo. Three-pointer. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Good.
Let's go. Let's go.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Jackson finds Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Lakers. Adams has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating.
Man, good whistle there. You can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Lillard. A minute 53 left in the fourth quarter here. Inside. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Durant, the pass to Lillard. They need this. And it's blocked by Edwards.
I blocked it. We're not 30.
There's a minute 40 left in the final quarter. Edwards against DiVincenzo. And all around the rim that time.
Just continuing
continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Lakers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a
very
impressive win.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Champ.
Well, I love the force that he showed on defense, using all of his length to deny shots. He was there.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down.
Any
hope of a comeback diminished.
Durant, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Out to Lillard. Kuzma outside. 4 on the clock. Back to Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
For the defense refusing to give up anything easy. Love seeing that kind of intensity.
And Edwards slams it in. The whole crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Lillard deciding where to go with it. Over Edwards. And that one's good. Lillard.
Oh, man. Carving this defense to pieces with the drive. Well done.
Here's Edwards. Nails it.
They're leaning on him heavy, and he's responded. He can carry the load.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. As we leave, we present our player of the game.
Square. Bak. the Detroit Pistons. Oklahoma 8 points. I gotta do better. Lost against the Wizards. 2 losses. 3 losses. Come on. There we go. Four losses. Come on, go. Score. Score. They're doing their contracts. They're doing their contracts right now. I'm not sure about that. I like on the chip. Who we fits in the first round? The Warriors. I'm out. I'll play the playoffs in the next string. I'm out. I'm with the way to subscribe to the channel with the next one. We'll get that notification.